Welcome to Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Terri Hardesty. We've all heard the stories of immigrants crossing the Atlantic Ocean over into Ellis Island, but lesser known are the stories of the immigrants that made their way west to Angel Island. Joining me now to talk more about that is Michael McKechnie, who's the Executive Director of the Angel Island Immigration Station Foundation. Thank you so much for joining us.
Well, I'm glad to be here.
So we don't hear about these stories. Why is that? Why is it that we're always hearing about what's happening, at Angel Island and Lady Liberty and lesser known Angel Island?
It was the narrative that was a little bit earlier, and a lot more people came through from Europe, primarily from Europe through Ellis Island. And they were being welcomed there. We needed to populate the country, but labor was needed, so they were welcome. Angel Island, on the other hand, was set up to exclude Asians and people coming in through the Pacific. So it was a very different story. There were fewer because it was exclusive. And it was a story that was hard for people who were detained there to tell until recently. And that's what we're helping do.
To tell their story.
To tell their story.
Right, and you've managed to preserve it, but it wasn't easy to preserve the station.
No, it wasn't. I mean, literally.
A fight, basically.
There was a fight. I mean, it was nearly throwing yourself in front of bulldozers. An immigrant who was escaping Nazi Germany as a young man with his parents was a park ranger, and he was concerned about the state of the building, went inside, found this poetry, had it translated, and then everyone realized it was incredibly valuable.
Where did that come from? I mean, where does the poetry come from?
The poetry came from mostly the Chinese who were in the barracks, who were detained there for weeks or months, and they carved it into the walls, and they were beautifully done, and nice poetry.
And they just wanted to wipe it all out.
They tried to wipe it all out. But it persisted, and that has formed the basis of the preservation effort and our organization.
And now you have an educational effort which is interactive, online, and young people can learn about the rich history.
That's right. I mean, we're working with State Parks, our partner, who have this program that goes into schools all over California. And so we've developed a curriculum with them. It will be taught in the classrooms at the 11th grade level. And then the cap is there's this interactive two-way feed from the Angel Island Immigration Station where the children can see the poetry and experience the conditions.
And what's the reaction that you've been getting from young people? Because, as we know, we think kids don't care about history these days. It's just what's going on with their gadgets and, the latest trends.
Right. I think we all worry about that. But what I've seen when I've observed some of these classrooms is the kids are jumping up out of their chairs to answer questions. They've been taught well in many cases with the curriculum, and they're ready to participate, and it's fun to watch.
So what's next for the foundation?
Well, the next thing is we need to finish the renovation of this hospital building, one of the remaining large structures, and turning it into an interactive museum, one that will also have an online component so that millions can see it.
So visitors can come down to the Angel Island as part of a tour as well?
They can come on a tour or by themselves. The island itself is really worth visiting, and the station itself is kind of a semi-sacred place for a lot of people. So we're delighted that that's an integral part of the state park.
You got to push the word out to let people know it's actually there.
Absolutely. We're going to be working on that.
Going to be launching a bigger effort to let people know it's there?
We are, exactly. I mean, we're in fundraising mode right now, so
And we're helping to get it out, so
yes,
thank you.
Yes, you are. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Michael McKechnie, Executive Director of the Angel Island Immigration Station Foundation. This is Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Terri Hardesty. Thanks for watching.